My name is Amaya. I am 7 years old, and I am a student that knows everything.
Steve and Amaya became best little buddies almost the day that they met. Amaya is a very charismatic and sweet little girl, and Steve's so kind of quiet and reserved, and she's just so silly and giddy and sweet and so excited about whatever he has to teach her.
There were times when, there might be a day when I've got a lot going on and maybe the tutoring starts to feel a little bit like a burden, but then when I actually come in and spend the time with Amaya, I'm always thinking like, what was I even thinking? Like, it is so rewarding.
I get excited when Mr. Steve comes, because on Thursday, he wasn't here, he had to go on a trip, and I really missed him.
I ask her to use words in a sentence if I'm not sure if she knows the meaning. So we were working on the word wax, and I asked her if she could use that in a sentence. She said she knew what it meant. And she said, sure, my dog whacks its tail. And I said, all right, that's a good sentence. And then I kind of explained about candle wax also. And if she knows a word, she usually puts it in a sentence right away.
If I get stuck on a word, he helps me. And if he gets stuck on a word, I help him.
I think it is very important for students to have one-on-one tutoring. The work of the reading improvement and confidence and skill building gets to be the primary focus because the relationship is already there. And the trust and the care. The children know their tutors care for them. They're excited to see their tutor and they want to do well.
One of my favorite stories was, I guess this was leading up to Christmas, the first year I tutored, and they were having a holiday party on Thursday, which was our normal tutoring day. So they had asked me ahead of time if I could come in on Friday instead. I came up to her classroom to get her on Friday, and when she came out, she said, "You forgot to pick me up yesterday." It was the first time I realized that she was definitely looking forward to getting together every Tuesday and Thursday. I know they talk about affecting two lives, and it's definitely, I know I'm helping her, but at the same time, it's certainly good for me as well.
We're getting new and valuable information on how successful ALP is. Recently, UNCC, the Center for Educational Measurement and Evaluation, concluded their study from last year's students. And what we found in that study was that the results were statistically very significant and very large. What that means is, of the 8 components that we measure in our pre and post assessment, that the lowest score was 150% growth in our phonemic awareness and digraphs, and our highest result was a 566% growth in our Morrison-McCall spelling assessment. In parallel to our pre and post assessment, CMS also administers a DIBELS early literacy assessment. That is administered 3 times a year. The effect size found by UNCC was also very large and had significant impact in these children's lives. Since 2005, ALP has been committed to building a community of literacy. In particular, over the past 3 years, we've faced some unique challenges and had some great successes. Of course, everyone remembers COVID and the pivot to virtual learning that had to take place. The staff, board, and stakeholders at ALP vigorously pursued this model. It was not easy, it was not comfortable, but they knew what was at stake, and so they made the pivot with zeal and excitement. Last year, we were able to recruit 99 new tutors while maintaining our retention rate of over 80%. This year, I'm excited to announce that we will be adding over 100 new literacy interventionists to the ALP community. As exciting as this information is, the truth is that the need is much greater. ALP is committed to partnering with Title I CMS schools. For the first time this year, there are more Title I schools by percentage than any other demographic within CMS. That equates to over 20,000 students that would benefit from the intervention and services provided by ALP. So when we couple the need together with ALP's effectiveness, we can come up with a new and exciting roadmap to reach a larger pool of tutors within the county. Strategically, ALP is embarking into 4 core pillars. The first is our traditional model, as you just saw from Steve and Amaya. Another pathway of growth is within the corporate community and engaging full-time working people. We know that there are barriers that existed with ALP, barriers of transportation, barriers of the training time, barriers of preparation, and we're working fervently to reduce all of those things. Delivery of this program through a virtual setting eliminates many of them, and we're excited to roll this program out in pilot programs this fall. Another area are faith and community partners. Folks that are doing after-school programs, that have relationships in neighborhoods, that have relationship with students and their parents, and we can leverage the training and curriculum that ALPV provides and put it into the hands of caring and concerned parents and adults who want to make a difference in their community. Another area is higher education. How can we expand into higher education with the universities and the colleges and even high schoolers that exist in this community who are willing to serve and capable of serving and bring diversity and energy that we don't currently possess?